Welcome back to The Morning Blend. If you've ever read the comments section of an online news article, then you know the internet can be a not so nice place sometimes.
That's right. Our next guest wondered if this was a modern phenomenon or were people always this crazy? Christian Schneider wrote this book. It's called 1916 The Blog. It's a fictional look at what the internet might have been like a century ago. And we're here with Christian now. He is a senior reporter at the College Fix. To write his book, though, he read a Milwaukee newspaper from every single day of 1916.
I did.
True?
I did.
Well,
yeah.
you get your hands on it.
Well, actually, Google has this special website where you can go on and just kind of scroll through old newspapers, and it's an amazing resource and really just fascinating from the beginning end. So yeah, so if you spend a lot of time online, as I do, and you see a lot of the same types of things crop up, the way people treat each other, you know, you have trolls, you have internet scams, and kind of all this stuff. And I was wondering, is that kind of a modern type of thing, or would that have happened a century ago? Say?
Right, is it just exposed now?
Right.
Right.
And what's the answer? What'd you come up with?
I do feel like it would have been very much the same.
Really?
So yeah,
Interesting.
so I went and I read, like you said, a newspaper from every day of 1916 and came up with all these stories of, you know, that really kind of resonate today, actually.
About you, you're former reporter for the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, wrote a column for USA Today, now with College Fix. Is it true you are a descendant of a Salem witch? True story?
You guys found that.
True fact?
That is a true fact. I'm the 10th great-grandson of Marytown Esty, who's one of the Salem witches that was actually put to death.
What'd she do?
Well, the main evidence against her was that she had a wart that she used to, quote-unquote, suckle the devil. So
Wild.
Yeah. You cannot be suckling the devil
No.
back in the,
That's why we remove our warts today. We don't want to give it away.
Right, yeah, they might catch you. But
are you proud of that? Do you like that part of your history?
I think it's pretty cool just to be able to, you know, say that you're a descendant from this. I'm just glad she had kids before she was put to death, because otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Yeah,
right.
But,
yeah. No, my mom always says you'd still be here. Your hair would just be a different color.
Yeah, there you go. It's cute. So are you a history buff? Is this something that you love, history?
Yeah, actually just talking about that was kind of one of the things that got me into it, this genealogy type of stuff, where it gives you an idea of what was going on then and kind of transfers to now, like, you know, when a fever kind of overtakes, you know, the public, and think people just go crazy, and I kind of feel like we're in that spot right now.
You got to read this ad from the newspaper, one that you had read.
Yeah, because this is one of our producers' favorite stories from your book. They dug out of the newspaper. According to an article, Milwaukee Police detectives posted this: wanted, strong, husky young men as private detectives. Opportunity to travel all over the world.
Yes, absolutely. There was actually at one point where the Milwaukee Police Department would not hire anyone under the height of 5'7" to be a police officer. So at some point they made the decision, you know, to do that.
But they didn't want him lanky; they wanted him husky, right?
You had to be husky. You had to like, you know, wrestle perps to the ground. So
it's true. Yeah. So two guys came in, and what happened?
Okay, so. Yeah, so this guy set up this this detective agency. The guy's name is Brightly Severinghouse, which is a great name. And so two detectives at the Milwaukee Police Department saw this ad. They said, "We think this is kind of a scam." So they go down and check it out. They talk to the guy. They hand him $2, you know, to get their license to be a detective, and he takes it. And then they arrest the guy immediately. And the guy says to them essentially, "Well, you passed the class."
Yeah, I knew you'd be a good detective. It's so true. And so it's interesting. And that goes to show there would be scams. There would be, you know, things like that. They just were exposed in different ways back in that time.
And I mean, there's public shaming too. One of the things that's in the book is back in 1916, men chewed tobacco a lot. And so they'd be walking around the streets of Milwaukee spitting all over the ground. And of course the women had dresses that reached the ground. They'd come home and their dresses would be covered in tobacco juice, right?
Oh,
right?
so gross.
So they set up the scheme where women would carry these bells around with them. And if they saw a man spitting on the ground, they would start shaking their bell and ringing it really loud to try to shame them.
I love it.
Publicly shame them.
Good stuff. Thank you so much. We ran out of time. We got to share this information. Wonderful to meet you. 1916theblog.com. You're into ebooks now, which is hilarious because I know we all like the feel of a book. Great to meet you.
Thanks, Christian.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much.